The universe is crazy. Better yet, it's crazy scary. There is so much we don't yet understand, and what we do understand, we kinda don't understand, if that makes sense. But truth can be stranger than fiction. Time works differently according to where you are in space. The twinkle of stars in the night sky is like looking into a time machine billions of years into the past. These stars may have already exploded and died, and because of the speed of light is only so fast, we're yet to know about it. It's enough to really bake your noodle and get your head swimming. There are some facts you just can't unlearn, no matter how hard you try. Today we're mixing horror with sci-fi in 25 scary facts about the universe. 1. The void. Almost all of our ordinary matter is hollow, dead area between the proton and neutron containing atomic nucleus and orbiting fields of electrons. If you removed all this empty space, the subatomic particles contained within every one of this entire 7 billion strong human race would fit into the volume of a sugar cube. Freaky. 2. Same, but different. Most of the atoms you're made of were born in the same place. That is, the iron in your blood, calcium in your bones, carbon in your tissue, and oxygen powering your cells was created within a star billions of years older than the Earth that exploded. That's right, we are literally stardust. 3. Small, but big. DNA is the building block of life. It's contained in every living cell, and is only a few nanometers wide. However, if you unraveled all of the DNA in every cell of a human and laid it out end to end, it would make the 2.66 billion mile trip to Pluto and back 13 times. And that's just one person. 4. How old are you? Hydrogen makes up 73% of the visible mass in the universe. It makes up 62.9% of the human body and is the most abundant building block of organic life. Over 99% of this abundance of hydrogen was made during the Big Bang and subsequent 3 minutes of rapid inflation afterwards. Technically, we are 13.7 billion years old. That's a lot of candles on the birthday cake. 5. Primordial broadcasting. When you change the channel on an old analog cathode ray tube TV, there is a momentary flash of fuzzy black and white static on screen. It's not only caused by the sun and other faraway stars, but the cosmic background radiation left over from the Big Bang and formation of the universe. 6. Everlasting record. What you do in life echoes on in eternity. There is no place where this saying rings true more than the surface of the moon. Though more than 50 years have passed, Neil Armstrong's footprints are still present here due to the lack of the atmosphere, wind, or rain to wash them away. 7. Sound of silence. In the vast nothingness of space, no one can hear you scream. It's not because they're not listening. However, it's because of the vacuum of space lacks the gaseous particles needed to act as a vibration medium to carry sound waves over a distance. It's just a never-ending dark, eerily silent sea of mostly empty space. 8. Weird twin. Venus is often referred to as Earth's twin due to its size, but the similarities stop there. It's the only planet in our solar system that rotates backwards, and time has a different meaning there. A day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days, but a year lasts just 225 Earth days. Trivia. 9. Evil twin. The Earth is great, Venus not so much. It gets worse. As temperatures on the surface exceed 900 degrees Fahrenheit, the atmosphere is 90 times as dense as Earth's and would instantly crush a human. Better yet, acid rain fall from the clouds instead of water. Awesome place for a holiday? Not. 10. Chunky monkey. The sun is pretty big, but how big? Well, it only accounts for 99.86% of the mass of the entire solar system. It would take 1.3 million Earths to fill up its massive volume. And the best part, eventually when it runs out of fuel in 7.5 billion years, it will expand into a red giant, swallowing the Earth. 11. Diet? Hot diet. An incredibly dense object known as a neutron star has a mass 1.4 times the Sun, squeezed into a tiny 10-mile diameter. Just 1 tablespoon of its material weighs 1 billion tons, heavier than Mount Everest. Magnetic poles cause it to rotate 600 times per second, bending space-time around it. 12. The unseen. When your mind swims at how big the universe really is, know that there is so much more we can see. Observable matter and detectable electromagnetic energy make up an abysmal 5% of the universe, with the dark matter accounting for 27% and dark energy a whopping 68%. 13. Anything to survive. Being an astronaut isn't all glory and ticker-tape parades. Scott Kelly drank 730 liters of his own recycled urine and sweat during a year spent in orbit. It gives new meaning to the phrase, waste, not want not. 14. Death beam. Following the death of a huge star, a supermassive black hole is formed. This isn't so dangerous by itself. However, it spins particles around its event horizon so fast that they emit energy fired out in all directions. This is known as a blazar. Shooting beams so concentrated they have the force of 100 million stars, vaporize anything they touch. Darth Blazar's Death Star. 15. Subatomic assassin. The Higgs field exists in the quantum realm and is made up of quarks and leptons that give protons and neurons mass. This field existed in a resting state that is thought to be metastable. If it is excited and pushed to true stability, the resultant force contained in a single atom could radiate outwards in a circle of death and destruction at the speed of light, obliterating all existence. 16. Near miss. In July 2012, an extreme solar storm was witnessed that was the most powerful seen in 150 years. If it had hit the Earth, then every power grid would have been instantly fried. This includes everything with a circuit, including satellites, computers, fuel-injected cars, and a whole lot more. Welcome back to the 1700s. 17. Galactic cannibalism. In order for larger galaxies to grow, they need to absorb other, smaller galaxies, essentially gobbling them up. Extreme gravitational forces from the larger galaxy draw in the unsuspecting smaller galaxy until it gets close enough to slowly tear apart, digesting it over millions of years. 18. Mover and shaker. Most supermassive black holes are stationary, sucking material in from their surroundings. The one in galaxy 3C186 is different. It's flying through space at 5 million miles per hour. Imagine inescapable jaws flying towards you, a near infinite gravitational force, coming towards you at incomprehensible speed. Yeah, big no. 19. E.T. phone home. There is almost an absolute certainty that extraterrestrials are out there somewhere in the far reaches of the universe. The only problem is we are so limited in our capabilities of perception and communication that by the time our radio waves are received, either the human race, the alien race, or both will be long extinct. The Fermi paradox. 20. The blackness. Eventually, the Milky Way galaxy will merge with its neighbors, causing them to recede from view. The quickening expansion will overtake the speed of light, causing other stars to drop out of view. What will be left is a completely black sky devoid of light, and any evidence that the Big Bang ever existed. 21. The Big Rip. A few billion years from now, the expansion of the universe may reach its limit, causing what some may call the Big Rip. The force permeating spacetime may be strong enough to blow matter and atoms apart and even itself, causing reality to cease to exist. 22. The Big Crunch. What has a beginning has an end. Often called the Big Bang in reverse, the Big Crunch is a probable outcome to when an expansion slows down to an eventual stop. Reality would spring backwards like the release of a rubber band, causing spacetime to retract back to an infinite singular point. 23. Goodbye Moonman. The Moon is in an expanding orbit. Each year it gets 1.5 inches further away from us. At first it was 14,000 miles from Earth after formation, but now it's 250,000 miles away. In 600 million years, its visual size from Earth will be so small that there will be no more full solar eclipses. 24. Stellar zombie. Stars that experience a rare type lax supernova with lower ejection velocity and luminosity leave behind a white dwarf. In a binary system, this white dwarf can literally suck the material out of its neighbor to come back to life, much the same way a zombie eats the brains of the living. 25. Stellar vampire. Blue stragglers are young stars that burn hotter than their neighbors, using up a lot of stored fuel in the process. They can remain young by stripping away the hydrogen fuel from their neighbors, keeping up the nuclear fusion reaction for millions of years longer than they should.